Top 10 Places You Must See in Istanbul. Turkey holds a special place in my heart, because of the generous hospitality that the locals offer, despite me being a stranger in this foreign land. It lends itself a distinct character because of its heavy Islamic influence, which is probably the very reason why a Euro trip will not be complete without visiting Turkey. I can't remember the first time I learned about Hagia Sophia, but this magnificent structure has been on my mind ever since. Hagia Sophia is a great architectural beauty and an important monument both for Byzantine and for Ottoman empires. Hagia Sophia names means holy wisdom. Hagia Sophia is one of the most visited museums and most prominent monuments in the world in terms of art and the history of architecture. It has also been called the eighth wonder of the world by East Roman Philon as far back as the 6th century. It was used as a church for 916 years. But, following the conquest of Istanbul by Fatih Sultan Mehmed, the Hagia Sophia was converted into mosque. Afterwards, it was used as a mosque for 482 years. Under the order of Ataturk and the decision of the Council of Ministers, Hagia Sophia was converted into a museum in 1935. Istanbul's Blue Mosque is also known as Sultan Ahmet Mosque. Well, you may be puzzled as you approach the mosque as its exterior has not even a hint of blue. But it'll all make sense when you walk inside and see striking blue tiles. Built from 1609 to 1616 during the rule of Ahmed, it is made of a combination of Ottoman and Islamic architecture. If you want to visit the Blue Mosque, remember that it's a place of worship, not a museum, and be respectful of those who are there to pray. Women must cover their heads, free scarves are provided at the door, and everyone must take off their shoes. It's open every day, but closes around prayer times. Latta Bridge is one of my favorite places to walk and watch the sunset. Lots of foreigners that I've met told me how they fell in love with this marvelous place too. You can see the famous bridge in many photographs of travel magazines, hundreds of fishermen casting their rods over the side. One of numerous bridges over the Golden Horn, it has a colorful history, rebuilt 5 times in 5 different locations. I prefer going to the bridge in the afternoon, and I recommend you to do the same. There are a lot of seafood restaurants under the bridge, the view is hauntingly beautiful over there, and restaurants provide fresh delicious seafood and shiza. It is full of enjoy watching seagulls, eating amazing foods or smoking shiza at the same time. Also you can feed the seagull with some breads, it is worth for watching. This is one of the greatest places to visit in Istanbul, because it has an outstanding vibe. The Grand Bazaar in Istanbul is one of the largest and oldest covered markets in the world, with 61 covered streets and over 4,000 shops which attract between 250,000 and 400,000 visitors daily. The Grand Bazaar at Istanbul is often regarded as one of the first shopping malls of the world. I love the variety and vibrancy of what the shops in here have to offer. Interestingly, when we asked a shopkeeper to recommend a little coffee shop where we can sip Turkish tea and take a break from all the walking, she immediately phoned for the tea boy to bring 2 cups of tea over to her shop. We thought she'd misunderstood us, so we tried to explain again that we wanted to buy tea from a coffee shop. Next thing we knew, she brought out her chairs for us to sit down to wait for the tea to arrive. So there we were, 2 Asian tourists, sitting by a jewelry shop sipping our teas.